Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Rakah HaKodash. Double honors to the elders and the apostles of Great Millstone who rule well and teach well. And peace and blessings to the hopeful elect, pushing this word with all truth, righteousness, and sincerity. Shalom, shalom. This is your brother Kwame Wath with the Great Millstone Charlotte Camp, coming with another quick lesson through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bahasham Shai. And this morning, I wanted to touch on, man, how we have to keep moving towards righteousness, man, right? We live in a world, that's actively trying to drag us back in, continually, and we have to, make sure, that we're continually trying to push towards, Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai, man, putting off the flesh, and dwelling more in the spirit, especially in these days that we're facing. It's going to be a time where, we're going to have to completely, move in the spirit, right? And right now is the time we get to, build that up and build that relationship with Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai, right? But, as the title said, man, keep moving towards righteousness, because wickedness is all around us, man. And we have to, day by day, just keep moving further and further away from it, man. Now I'm going to read this here in Proverbs. This is Proverbs chapter 4 and verse 10. Hear, O my son, and receive my sayings, and the years of thy life shall be many. It's like it. And we understand that, this wisdom, grants immortality, man. The wisdom, knowledge, and understanding of Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai, will lead to a kingdom, right? Which will be an eternal kingdom, man. Right? And that's the words, that's the counsel of the Lord. It says, I have taught thee in the way of wisdom. I have led thee in the right paths. When thou goest, thy steps shall not be straitened. And when thou runnest, thou shalt not stumble. The Lord is going to, remove the blocks, and the various obstacles, man, when you move in wisdom. It says, take fast hold of instruction. Let her not go. Keep her, for she is thy life, And we understand that this world is actively, trying to take that away from you, man, right? It's trying to take your life, It's trying to take that wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, and have you come back and serve these other gods, man, these false idols, It says, verse 14, enter not into the path of the wicked, and go not in the way of evil men. Avoid it, pass not by it, turn away from it, and pass away. Now, the inspiration for this, man, is I'll start here in verse 13 and read down to 15. It says, take hold of my instructions, don't let them go. Guard them, for they are the key to life. Don't do as the wicked do, and don't follow the path of evildoers. Don't even think about it. Don't go that way. Turn away and keep moving. And what are you moving towards, man? You're moving towards righteousness, man, right? You're turning away from wickedness. You're turning away from the evildoers. You're turning away from unbelievers. And you're moving towards righteousness, man. You're moving towards believers. You're moving towards the spirit, right? You're moving away from the flesh and moving towards the spirit, man. Now let's get this here in Philippians. Because it's a constant fight, to stay in the spirit. And as Michael 2 and 10, man, it says, arise ye and depart, for this is not your rest. We're departing, from the ways of this world. We're departing from the flesh, and we're building up our spiritual selves, man. It says here in Philippians 3 and 14, it reads, I press toward the mark for the prize of the high calling of the Most High in Hamashiach Yahweh Shai. Right now, we read this in the NLT. It says, I press on to reach the end of the race and receive my heavenly prize, for which the Most High, through Hamashiach, is calling us. And He's calling us, so we got to keep moving, man. Right? As I said, man, we're in a race. You don't run backwards in the race. You keep moving forward, right? We look at this word for press.
Strong's G 1377. Dioko. Dioko.
So it says to make, to run, or flee. What are we fleeing from, man? We're fleeing from wickedness, right? It says to put to flight, drive away, to run swiftly in order to catch a person or a thing, to run after, right? And we're running after, Yahweh Shai. We're running after righteousness, man, right? It says, we're running after the kingdom, we're continuing to press toward that mark, that end goal, It says to press on, figuratively of one who is in a race, run swiftly to reach the goal, right? Like I said, you said keep moving, man. We got to keep moving. You can't get stagnant, right? That stagnant water, ends up being tainted, But those rivers of living waters, man, they continue to move and they continue to bring life, man. It says, let's see what else we got. To seek after eagerly, earnestly, to endeavor, to inquire, man. So that's what we're doing, man. When you keep moving, when you press toward the mark, you're on a continual journey toward righteousness, man. And you're separating yourself more and more, from the wickedness of this earth, from the ways of this world, the thought patterns of this world, Let's get that in 2 Corinthians real quick. This is 2 Corinthians chapter 6 and 17. It reads, "Wherefore, come out from among them and be ye separate," right? Remove yourself, from these people, man. Now we understand we have to deal on our day-to-day lives, man. Brothers got, various things they do to get their daily bread, right? But, in the spirit, we got to be separate from these people, man, right? It says, "Wherefore come out from among them and be ye separate, saith the Lord, and touch not the unclean thing, and I will receive you," man, right? So we got to separate ourselves, daily, because this world is continually trying to drag you back in, man. It's always old demons that you got to fight, and new demons you got to fight, right? So you just got to continue to push and, prayer is important, right? Reading is important. All these things, fellowship with brothers, this helps to build your spirit so that you can keep moving, man, right? So that you don't get stagnant, so that you don't, feel like you're stuck in one place, right? This is, let me see here. See what the NLT says. It says, "Therefore, come out from among unbelievers," right? Because, you get built up when you're around, those who are like-minded, man, right? But, being around unbelievers is not profitable, man, right? It says, "And separate yourselves from them, saith the Lord. Do not touch their filthy things, and I will welcome you." Man, just going into, man, again, keep moving towards righteousness, man, separating yourself from wickedness. We go back to that Proverbs 4. Proverbs 4 and let's see. 15. Proverbs 4 and 14. It says, do not do as the wicked do, and do not follow the path of evildoers. Don't even think about it. Don't go that way. Turn away and keep moving, man. You know, separate yourself from the ways of this world, man. Right? Separate yourself from these people. Separate yourself from these mindsets. Separate yourself, from all the ways of Babylon the Great. And move towards righteousness, man. Right? This is let's go to Matthew 5 and 6. Matthew chapter 5 and verse 6. Blessed are they which do hunger and thirst after righteousness, for they shall be filled. So you're going to be filled with what, man? Filled with the Spirit, man. Filled with wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. In order to be able to thrive in these days to come, man. Right? Because the flesh can profit in a world that's run through the flesh, man. But when the world starts to move on the spirit and the vibration of Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shai, the spirit is what's going to take precedent, man. And that's why you have to build your spirit, right? And hungering and thirsting for righteousness is helping to build your spirit, man, through the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. It's like it. Let's go to this in 1 Peter. 1 Peter chapter 2 and verse 9. It says, but ye are a chosen generation, a royal priesthood, and holy nation, a peculiar people, that ye should show forth the praises of him who hath called you out of the darkness and into his marvelous light, man. So we're being called out of the darkness, man. We're being called out of wickedness, man. And to do what, man? To keep moving towards righteousness. Keep moving towards that light, right? That wonderful light, being this wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, man. Keep moving towards righteousness, and we'll prosper, right? Our prosperity comes through, us following the ways of our forefathers. The wisdom, knowledge, and understanding that we've been given, that we've been granted, mercifully. The Lord has given us an opportunity to separate ourselves, and be holy. That's what that word holy goes into, man, is to being separate. Because we're surrounded by the unholy people, right? 2/3, and these heathen. Let me see here. Let's see what else we got. Let's go to, we'll go back to that Proverbs real quick. Just to hit that home again, man. Just to keep moving, right? There's no time to stop. There's no time to take breaks. Now you're not gonna move at the same rate, every day. But it's about taking steps forward, continually. Continually take a step forward. You might take 5 steps, you might take 10 steps, you might take 2 steps, you might take 1 step. But as long as you're taking a step, you're moving towards righteousness, man. You're pressing towards that mark. Every brother has his different level of the spirit, right? So it's like, you can't compare yourself to what another brother does. But what you can do is make sure that you're, taking the necessary steps, man. We'll read this one more time and we'll close out. This is Proverbs chapter 4, and we'll start in verse 10 in the NLT. My child, listen to me and do as I say, and you will have a long, good life. I will teach you wisdom's ways, and lead you in straight paths. When you walk, you won't be held back. When you run, you won't stumble. Because moving in wisdom is how we prosper, man. It says, take hold of my instructions and don't let them go. Guard them, for they are the key to life. Don't do as the wicked do, and don't follow the path of evildoers, man. So separate yourself, man, right? To you new believers, separate yourself from unbelievers, man. That's how you grow in the spirit, is by separating yourself from those who are a hindrance in the spirit, man. It says, don't do as the wicked do, and don't follow the path of evildoers. Don't even think about it, right? So don't even consider going back that way, man, right? You started this race, you can't go backwards now, man, right? You got to keep moving forward. It says, don't even think about it. Don't go that way. Turn away and keep moving, man. So we're keeping moving towards righteousness, And I pray that lesson was edifying through the spirit and power of Yahweh by Shem Yahushai. I want to pray and give all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Bahashem Yahushai, Bahashem Rakakradash. Double honors to the elders and the apostles of Great Millstone who rule well and teach well. And peace and blessings to the hopeful elect, pushing this word with all truth, righteousness, and sincerity. Shalom, shalom. Wa Kwam Yasharala. Wa Abad Babal, man. And DTA soon. We almost home. Shalom.